Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities, or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Being part of a community is more than just living in the same place. It's sharing the same values, like honesty and compassion. For the caregivers of Community Health Network, that means always being open and upfront about how much treatment will cost, and working hard to find ways to help you cover those costs. Because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
It's a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome to IHSAA Boys Basketball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 29 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, the Community Health Network, the Hamilton County Tourism Bureau, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino of Carpenter Real Estate, Blades, Audio, Video, and Security, the Noblesville Township Trustee's Office, Schwartz Bait and Tackle, and the Hamilton County Reporter.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Mill. I'm Brad Silbert, along with Perry Williams. It's senior night here, final home game of the season for the Millers, and Perry, definitely a special night for these four seniors.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, the one thing about it, and I always think how important senior night is, because 4 years of hard work on the varsity, and then, you know, all the years that you practice basketball, it's important to honor those kids.
Let's turn it over to Kevin Cole for the opening festivities.
United States of America, as we pay tribute to those who have fought for our freedom, to those who currently protect it, and to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Singing our national anthem tonight from our own black and gold band, Carrie Verdine. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, in the spirit of sportsmanship, we ask that all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you this evening. Abusive language or disorderly conduct is unacceptable and not welcome at Noblesville High School events. Let's afford the student athletes, coaches, officials, and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. Your cooperation is appreciated. Please enjoy tonight's competition. Noblesville High School welcomes you to the Mill, the home of Noblesville Miller basketball, as we welcome our guests this evening, the Indians of Mississinewa High School, as they take on the home team, Noblesville Millers. And now, let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, the Mississinewa Indians, a senior, number 32, Dakota Ansil. A freshman, number 31, Jackson Ott. A sophomore, number 21, Gannon Smith. A senior, number 10, Hayden Ulrich. And a senior is number 4, Ty Newsome. The head coach of Mississinewa is James Reed. It's time for Noblesville Miller basketball. And forward, a 6'3" senior, number 42, Evan Wright. At forward, a 6'7" senior, number 32, Cameron Carnes. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 10, Luke Wilson. At forward, a 6'3" junior, number 2, Luke Almodovar. And at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 1, E.J. Smith. Your assistants, Mike Bennett, Matt Fine, Nathan Hendricks.
Well, Perry, there you have the starting lineups for both the Millers and the Indians. Millers playing all 4 of their seniors to start things off, and a tribute to a great group of kids who've spent 4 years here in the Miller system.
Absolutely, and it's a great thrill. Even some of the students are here tonight. Usually on a, as you and I well know, on a school night, not too many times do we get a lot of students show up at basketball games. But
well, it's a special night being senior night, and it's great to see the fans come out and honor the kids. Got a nice, a small but nice contingent of students, as you said, and always great to see them. Millers get the opening tip. E.J. Smith setting up the offense. Smith takes a long 3. He's got it. That's always a good omen for the Millers when E.J. Smith opens with that 3, Perry. Indians trying to get it inside the 3-point line. They finally do. Dakota Ansel with it. He hands it off to Ulrich. All the way around the other side to Ott. He brings it back into the middle. Leading scorer for the Indians is number 10, Ulrich, averaging 15.6 per game. Nice drive there, and that one just does not get the bounce. And who's going to come up with the ball here? Looks like we're going to have a jump ball called, and the possession will go to the Mississinewa Indians.
Cam Carnes went to the floor there on that jump ball there.
Looked like he was in for a little wrestling match.
Yeah, he was. Of course, he was a lot bigger than the young man that he had on the floor.
Yeah, he's only the biggest guy on the floor out there tonight right now. Coming in there at 6'7". The Indians in their red uniforms, they'll be moving left to right here in the first quarter, first half, I should say. Millers in their normal white and black home uniforms. They'll be moving the opposite direction. And Ty Newsom opens the scoring for the Indians. E.J. Smith sends it all the way around to the corner. Almodovar thought about taking the 3. Ansel tried to punch it away from him. Here's E.J. Smith with another 3, and he gets the roll.
All right.
E.J. is hot tonight, Perry, with 6 points.
It's a good time to do it when you're a senior, right?
Yep, in under 2 minutes. Millers take an early 6-2 lead here on Hamilton County Television. Thank you for joining us tonight. A presentation of Logan Street Signs and Banners here in Noblesville. E.J. Smith, is he going to make it? He's got 8 points already, Perry. He's got all the scoring for the Millers. We're going to call this E.J. Smith night?
Yeah. Well, you know as well as I do, we've seen him play ever since he was a freshman. He is very capable of lighting it up.
Yes, he is. Very explosive. 3 on the way there from Hayden Ulrich. Ulrich gets his first points of the game.
Luke Wilson with a three-pointer shot off the mark.
Newsom rebounds it, gets it to Ulrich. Ulrich, as I said a little bit ago, is the leading scorer for the Indians, averaging 15.6 per game. He's the only one they've got in double figures. There's another 3 on the way. And it's raining threes here in the early going. That's Jackson Ott for the Indians. Makes an 8-8 tie. That one's poked away but recovered in the corner. Carnes takes the shot. He misses. Down with the ball was Ulrich. Ulrich takes it all the way down, hands
nice
it off
play
to
there.
Jackson Ott. And Ott has an easy 2 points. And the Indians have a 2-point lead here at the 4:38 mark in the first quarter. Miller started out hot, Perry. They just need to kind of, their shooting has come off a little bit, but nothing they can't recover from. Elmondover misses the three-pointer, recovered by Ansel for the Indians. Under the basket to Ulrich. He takes the short jumper, and he's got it. Hayden Ulrich with 5 points already, and the Indians out to a 4-point lead. E.J. Smith tried to make it to the two-pointer. He missed, but he's going to go to the line for two.
Odd on a blocking foul there.
Ott picks up the first foul of the game. E.J. Smith, when he goes to the line, it's almost a sure thing. He's an 83% free throw shooter. This Miller team is a good free throw shooting team overall with 80%.
Absolutely. And the seniors, 3 of the seniors go out. E.J. Smith's the only one that stays in the ball game.
Basically got almost the regular starting lineup here. If Aaron Fine was available tonight, he'd probably be in there too. Smith misses the second, got the first. He's got 9 points already here in the early going, only halfway through the first quarter. Hayden Ulrich setting up the offense. Ulrich gets it down low. Had it to Ott. Ott tried to get it back to Ulrich and just passed the ball out of bounds right into the seats. So Hunter Walston's going to get his first touch of the ball for the evening. Got a substitution coming in for the Indians. This is going to be Kobe Johnson coming into the game. He's a freshman.
You know, Brad, in last night's game, Hunter Walston looked pretty good on the boards
yes, he
and
did.
shooting.
He certainly did, Perry. E.J. Smith. Fine.
Nice shot there by Almondovar.
Luke Almondovar gets his first points of the night. Miller's down by 1 with 3:20 remaining here in the first quarter. Gannon Smith on the ball. That one's taken away. Here comes Hunter Walston. Walston has a clear path to the goal, but they're going to call that an offensive foul.
Wow.
I didn't think that Kobe Johnson was set up on that, but referees are a lot closer than that to us. And Scott McClellan doesn't agree with the call either. So Hunter Walston picks up his first team foul of the half. 1 foul on each team. Newsom looking for help. Back outside the three-point line. Ulrich into the corner. Kobe Johnson tries to drive. Nice bit of defense there by Hunter Walston on him. Ulrich. He's got Cooper Bean all over him. Back out to Newsom. Ansel has it. It's taken away by Luke Almondovar. He wanted to break right for that net, but he lost control of the ball. But in the meantime, Cooper Bean picks up the ball, and he gets his first 2 of the night. Miller's out to a 1-point lead, just over 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television. IHSAA Boys Basketball brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville. Elmondover, they tried to rip the ball away from him, but did a good job of protecting it there.
Right there.
Under the basket, the jump shot by Roberts is no good. That one goes out of bounds, but the Millers will retain the possession. That was a big-time play by Almendovar. I think he was expecting the defender to step back and let him go, and both of them stepped right into him and tried to get the ball, but did a great job of protecting it for the Millers.
Absolutely.
Almendovar gets it, takes the 5-foot jumper. A little bit strong. Rebounded by Kobe Johnson. Over to Hayden Ulrich. We'll call his name a lot tonight.
You know, Brad, we're about to wrap up the boys' season here, too.
Yeah.
I know Carmel plays tomorrow in their last game. Here's the last game for the Millers here tonight.
Got a foul called on the floor. That one's going to go on Gannon Smith. He picks up his first. Yeah, most everybody's pretty well done. I noticed that Mississinewa, they got one more game. They're at Manchester coming up Friday night.
31,
Jackson Ott comes back in. Kobe Johnson gets a rest. Luke Almendovar, he gets the ball. Carnes. Preston Roberts. That one's tipped. But back into the hands of Almendovar. He gets it over to Preston Roberts, who takes a 3-shot. And Cameron Carnes is able to grab the ball.
Personal foul, Mississinewa, 32, Dakota Ansel.
Dakota Ansel kind of backed right into him, didn't he?
He sure did.
Number 1.
Nice
on
play
Ansel.
right there. Walston right to Preston Roberts right underneath the bucket for an easy layup.
Yep. He gets his first points of the night. We're under a minute here in the first quarter. Millers by 3. Quick game so far. Ulrich looking for the lane, puts the jumper up, he gets it.
That's a good shot right there.
Yeah, you can see why he averages 15.6 per game, Perry.
Yeah, that was a very good shot.
He's already got 7. Miller's probably setting up the final shot of the quarter here. Almendovar sends it back and forth with Cooper Bean. Aaron Fine still nursing a shoulder injury, so we won't see him this evening. 3 on the way from Bean. He misses, but
Walston stepped on the line.
Walston hit the corner right at the baseline there, right in front of the Mississinewa bench. Long shot, no good. So after one quarter, it's the Noblesville Millers 15, the Mississinewa Indians 14. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville. If you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street Signs and Banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Welcome back to the Mill. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Perry, a pretty quick-paced game there for the first quarter.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very close. 15-14 here after the first quarter.
Millers will have the initial possession of the quarter. Preston Roberts sends it in to Cooper Bean. Bean looking for help. Got to get it away. Finally does. Almendovar should have been called for a double dribble there, but he got away with it. Nice move there by Bean once again, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
That'll be Mississinewa's 4th foul.
And I believe that's, it's going to go on Dakota Ansel. That will be his 2nd. You said 4th team foul. Being an 86% free throw shooter. Gets the front end.
Substitution. Mississinewa 42, Lucas Casper.
So Bean picks up his 3rd point of the game. Looking to make it number 4. And he does, nothing but net. He's got a nice free throw. Indians with the ball. Lucas Asbury into the game for the first time. Gannon Smith. Ulrich out high. Gets it over to Asbury. Ulrich takes a 3. Little bit strong. And Preston Roberts is right there to get that rebound right down here in the corner.
Yeah, right here.
That was a tough,
right below us.
Tough play to make, Perry, because he did not have much room there in the corner. Roberts with the ball in the corner to Walston. Walston back to Roberts.
Nice pass in there.
In the corner. Walston for a 3. He's a little bit strong.
Preston Roberts a little early on his jump there, but he was up there.
Ulrich brought the ball down for the Indians, and it was tapped out of bounds, but the guys in red will keep possession of the ball right in front of the Noblesville student section. They're all dressed in white shirts tonight. Doesn't that look neat?
Yep.
Indians get the ball in play. Gannon Smith with it. Gets back to Ulrich. Ulrich looking to set the offense. He's got Bean on him. Ulrich gets the ball back once again. Asbury, I don't know if he was thinking about the 3 or just looking for a pass, but he got rid of the ball fairly quickly. Ulrich with 7 points so far in the game. In the corner.
Nice block.
Block.
Wow.
Wow. Good big time block. Back in for the Millers is number 10, Luke Wilson. Great effort there by the Millers to block that.
Timeout.
Timeout. Mississinewa, 32nd timeout.
That will be a timeout by the Mississinewa Indians. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For over 18 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facility to how we can serve you better. So whether it's your sound systems, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask Blades Audio Video Security and our experienced team how we can serve your business.
6 minutes, 13 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Millers by 3 over the Indians. Ulrich drives, loses it, gets it right back, gets it under the basket. Newsom trying to get the ball up. He gets the bank shot.
Good shot.
Ty Newsom has 4 points for the game now. The Indians have cut it to a 1-point Miller lead. A little bit reminiscent of what we saw yesterday, Perry.
Yeah, it certainly is.
It stayed tight during the first quarter to quarter and a half, and then the Millers ended up taking control of the game. Wilson with the long shot. He misses. But Hunter Walston got the ball right back, and he was fouled. I think that's going to go on Ty Newsom.
Personal foul, Mississinewa, number 4, Ty.
That's who it is.
2 shots.
That will be 5 fouls on the Indians. Hunter Walston goes to the line. 60% free throw shooter. Gets the first. First points of the night for the 6'6" sophomore. Number 2 is up. It's good also. So he beat those 60% odds, Perry.
Yeah, he certainly did.
That'll improve his free throw percentage a little bit. Newsom almost tipped away. Indians get it back in the corner. That's Ott for the three. He misses. See how Almondover just skied for that rebound.
Does. He's a good jumper.
He got up there. Noblesville Millers are going to take a 30-second timeout. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Jamie Carmesino is a full-service hometown realtor who is committed to helping you navigate this real estate market. Have questions about buying or selling your home? Call Carmo for help today at 317-490-3735. That's Jamie Carmesino of Carpenter Realtors.
Millers are ahead by 3 at 19-16. Final home game of the season. Technically, when they play here Tuesday night, it's not a home game. It's a neutral court, but we all know how that works.
Yeah.
And you and I will be here Tuesday night for both of the sectional games Tuesday night. The first game at 6 will be Zionsville and Noblesville. Second game will be Westfield and Fishers. Ought to be a couple of great games Tuesday night.
It certainly will, and it'll be interesting, both games. It's going to be a tough sectional. I mean, it's no different than the girls' side. I mean,
a lot of talent. Almondover back to Bean. Almondover inside. Preston Roberts lets a three fly. He misses. That one's rebounded by Newsom, but he got fouled. The Millers are going to pick up a personal foul. And I believe that's going to go on Hunter Walston. It does. That's his second. He's got both of the fouls for the Millers in this game so far. Millers with only two team fouls here almost halfway through the second quarter. Ulrich, Newsom, Asbury out high. Back to Newsom. Millers has done a good job from
good
nice
steal right
boy,
there.
that was a good one by Preston Roberts.
Nice pass.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful play by Roberts and Cooper Bean.
Bean gets his 6th point of the night. Miller's out to a 5-point lead, just over 4 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. I was going to say earlier that the Millers have done a good job of keeping the Indians outside the three-point line. They haven't had very many easy layup type shots.
Walton goes out. Cameron Carnes comes back in.
Indians put the ball back in play. Hayden Ulrich with it. Ulrich, a senior. Ooh, he tripped over the foot of Bean, but got the ball back. Asbury's got it now on the baseline. 3 on the way from Ott. He's got it.
That's a good shot right there.
Jackson Ott has got his second three-pointer of the night. He's got 8 points. Tightens the lead to only 2 for the Millers now. Under 3.5 minutes remaining here in quarter number 2. Cooper Bean sends it over to Wilson. Wilson sends it right back to Bean. Almondover trying to decide where he wants to send it. Wilson with it. Ulrich tried to take that away. That's going to be that's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Cooper Bean, he just took that old chicken wing and stuck that thing up there, and he got him.
Did.
Thought he might be able to get away with one that Perry, but
no, that was pretty obvious.
Yeah, but it was right in front of the official also. So the Indians with a chance to tie or possibly take the lead here at the 2:50 mark in the second quarter. Smith to Johnson, back to Ulrich. Ulrich drives, turns, right under the basket to Ty Newsom. Ty Newsom picks up his 6th point of the game. Let's see what Cooper Bean does this time around, if he can make up for that call. In the corner, Bean's got it. Kind of a light touch.
Yeah, that was
Kobe Johnson's going to pick up the foul. That's going to be number 6 on the team. From our angle, it didn't look like there was a whole lot of contact there. But
no,
there again,
did. But we're a long ways away.
Yeah, we're a few feet away, and that official on the baseline
he was right there.
He didn't hesitate whatsoever. 2-10.
Nice pass inside.
Oh, my, just couldn't get the roll.
Nice rebound by
Carnes. Gets his own rebound, and he's going to go to the line and shoot a couple.
Personal foul, Mississinewa, number 4,
Ty Newsome picks up that one. That's going to be his 7th. Carnes is at the line. He's got it. Got the first one. Carnes, an 82% free throw shooter.
Like you said, there's not up and down this line here. There isn't too many guys that are not good free throw shooters.
5 Millers are shooting better than 80% from the free throw line.
Timeout. Mississinewa, it's a 30-second timeout.
The Mississinewa Indians will take a timeout. You're watching Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Since the establishment of Church Hiddle and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190 or visit our website, www.cchalaw.com. Church, Hiddle and Antrim.
The Mississinewa Indians hanging right in there with the Noblesville Millers. They're down by 1. 2:03 remaining here in the first half. Perry, it's been a close game, but the Millers have never lost the lead.
No, they sure hadn't, but it's been a good game so far.
Carnes.
Lane violation.
So there will not be a basket on that one. That's one of those plays that you hope doesn't come back and haunt you later.
Yeah, certainly.
Hayden Ulrich with the ball for the Indians. Smith gets it under the net, back out. Ulrich with a long 3, he misses. Bean is right there. Luke Elmondover gets the ball, sends it over to Carnes, and Cameron Carnes has got his first field goal of the night. He's got 3 on the game. Miller's back to a 3-point lead. Asbury. Ulrich once again. Smith. Asbury is double teamed on the baseline. Johnson. All the way across to Ulrich. 1:10 on the clock. That one's kicked by Bean. So the Indians will keep the possession. Mississinewa, of course, is in the town of Gas City.
That's right.
Up by Marion. I was looking at a little history today, talking about Gas City. I used to drive through there all the time when I lived in Lafayette, going back and forth to Fort Wayne, and I was curious how they got the name Gas City. Many, many years ago, there was as described, there was a treasure trove of natural gas in the ground, so they changed the name of the city from Harrisburg to Gas City.
Well, thank you for that factual information there, Brad.
Well, you've had your history lesson.
That's right.
That's e-learning for today, Hamilton County Television style.
Yeah.
Luke Elmondover with it. He drives, puts the shot up, gets the roll. Elmondovar got 4 points in the night. He averages 13 per game. Indians setting up to take the last shot of the half. Ulrich with it. He's under 10. Asbury Gets it back to Ulrich. Ulrich drives, lets the shot go. It's tipped, but it's in and at the end of the first half. It's the Noblesville Millers 26, the Mississinewa Indians 25. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities, or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time. To pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Imagine a health system where care extends into the streets and neighborhoods where we live. A hospital that listens in any language, with doctors who look like you, who understand there are barriers between you and your health that can't be treated with a prescription. Imagine a hospital named after the people it serves, by the community, for the community. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Is this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Being part of a community is more than just living in the same place. It's sharing the same values, like honesty and compassion. For the caregivers of Community Health Network, that means always being open and upfront about how much treatment will cost, and working hard to find ways to help you cover those costs. Because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back to the Mill. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams, and 2 minutes till we get into the third quarter action here, Perry, and we got ourselves a game here tonight.
Absolutely. It's a very, very close game. Hopefully the Millers can come out victorious here tonight, but yeah, got a lot of entertainment here tonight. The Noblesville band is playing music. So we've been entertained here. Let's talk a little bit about Sectional 8, because next Tuesday night, a week from today, we'll be right back here at the Mill broadcasting Sectional 8 Indiana High School boys basketball.
And Perry, we got 2 games coming up next week that ought to be really, really good games.
Absolutely.
Tell us about, especially that first game.
Yeah, the first game will be Zionsville against Noblesville. And that ought to be a good matchup. That starts at 6 o'clock. And then the second game at 7:30 is Westfield and Fishers. One thing about that game is, Brad, both of those teams are very senior-laden teams.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
So that's going to be a big battle, and Braden Smith's back in action for Westfield Shamrocks.
Boy, none too soon for them because
he missed 6 games.
That really hurt to have him out. But I was just looking at the game earlier this season between the Eagles and the Millers, and that game was at Zionsville, and the Millers managed to win that one 66-47. So they've got maybe a little bit of a grudge factor coming back with the with the Eagles in that game coming in here and wanting to not only take the sectional game away, but also, atone for the loss in their house.
Yeah, and then that winner of that Zionsville-Noblesville game plays Carmel, who has a bye the first round. And then the 7:30 game, Westfield and Fishers, the bye in that bracket is Hamilton Southeastern.
Yeah, and of course, Fishers ran the conference and won at 7-0. And between Fishers and Carmel, looking at Sagarin rankings, they're ranked number 1 and number 2 in the state in 4A.
Yeah, it's going to be a good
Got a lot of great basketball coming up here on Hamilton County Television.
And we don't want to forget that the Noblesville girls will be at Gainbridge Fieldhouse on Saturday at 8:15 to play for the state championship in girls 4A basketball.
Well, and as Kevin Cole was telling the crowd here a little bit earlier, the number of tickets for that game are limited, and people are urged to, if you want to go to that game, get on the website, go to Noblesville Athletics. They'll give you instructions on how to get there and how to get tickets.
Because that situation like that is, Brad, is they have to sell so many tickets, and then they'll open up more sections possibly.
Yes, yeah.
But it doesn't guarantee it, so.
Exactly. Long three on the way.
Cooper
Miller's open her up with Cooper Bean with a 3, and he's got 9 points. He's tied with E.J. Smith for the point lead in the game.
Well, Miller's got 4 guys around double figures. Cooper Bean's only averaging about 9 a game, but
exactly 9. You're right on the money,
right on
man.
the money there.
Ulrich with a long 3, he misses. That one's last touched by the Mississinewa Indians. So the Millers will get it back. And Cooper Bean setting up the offense. We haven't seen much of E.J. Smith out there tonight, Perry.
No.
I hope there's nothing wrong with him.
Well, he sprained his ankle, remember, earlier.
Yeah.
And then went straight to the locker room. So I've not I guess he is sitting over here on the bench. So
Bean tried to take that ball away. He managed to get the ball away, but unfortunately for Cooper, his left foot was on the baseline.
With that ankle sprain that EJ had there, I think they're playing a little bit cautious there.
Yes.
With sectional coming up because he may need some healing time for that.
Yeah, he's got a week to heal. Jump shot by Ulrich is good. He opens up the scoring for the Indians here in the second half. He's got 11 now. Bean. Almodovar under the basket, gets it to Carnes. And Cam Carnes has got his 5th point of the night.
Carnes had a good game last night. It was just kind of a blowout, and they had to take him out. But he had an outstanding 3rd quarter and started the 4th, and then the Millers started running away, and Coach Mack started subbing. So.
Yep. Preston Roberts gets the rebound for the Millers, and Luke Almodovar sets it up. But you think about it, and the difference in this game right now is the fact that E.J. Smith has not played that much tonight. Ulrich gets that
nice
one blocked.
Back by Walston.
Yes. All the way end to end. Walston misses it, but
Cam Carnes with a follow-up.
Oh, that was a big-time follow-up by Carnes.
He's got 7. He had 10 points last night.
Miller's out to a 6-point lead, trying to put some space between themselves and the Indians. Hayden Ulrich trying to set the Indians' offense. Miller's on a 7-2 run here to start this quarter. Nice layup there by Gannon Smith. And he's got his first points of the night. Mississinewa is going to take a timeout. That will have to be a full timeout. While they're taking a timeout, we'll remind you you're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Dining out has always been about more than the food. Dining out is about friends and loved ones sharing a unique experience together.
Cheers.
And so what dining out is really about is celebration. And that also means celebrating the people behind our locally owned eateries and bars who give us these unique experiences. That's why in Hamilton County, we're bringing back the Great Dine Out during the month of January. So celebrate each other and celebrate our friends and neighbors who bring joy to our lives through food. Dine out at participating Hamilton County restaurants from January 3rd to the 31st for special deals and exciting menus. Plus, there's a bonus. If you check in at least 8 times via the digital passport, you'll receive a $25 local restaurant gift card while supplies last. Get your passport today at dineouthamiltoncounty.com. And remember, if you can't dine out, you can always carry out or order in.
4:48 remaining here, third quarter. Millers 33, Mississinewa 29. We just saw E.J. Smith on the sideline there, and he's got a nice big ice bag on that right ankle there, Perry. Hopefully that's going to be okay for him here in a day or two. Roberts turns, took the shot, spun. But I believe they're going to call the foul. I think that's going to go against Ty Newsom. And Newsom picks up his third. But that is going to be, are they going to give him a shooting foul or is that going to be out of bounds? No, it's going to be, yep, it's going to be on the floor. Roberts lined up at the free throw line there, and I thought maybe he's trying to psych him into getting that, you know. Bean ready to put the ball in play. Looking for help. He needs it. Elmandover over on the far side. He drives the baseline. Nice little jump shot for Luke Elmandovar. Elmandovar has got 6. And the Indians reset the offense. 6-point lead for the Millers. Asbury. Ansel back to Asbury. Gannon Smith brings it out of the corner, gets it to Asbury. Out to Kobe Johnson. Nice ball movement on the part of the Indians here.
They've done a nice job, and you know the scores in favor of the Indians because they normally only average about 50 points a game,
right?
Where the Millers are averaging about 70. So
Indians are going to pick up a foul here. I believe that foul is going to go on Jackson Ott. It'll be his second team foul of the half. Millers with a chance here to extend this 6-point lead. Luke Elmandover tries to do it all on his own, and he's got it. Elmandover, he's at 9 points. Millers look a little different in this half, Perry. They look a little bit more confident out there than they did in the first half. Johnson with it. Ulrich. Ulrich hit the
line.
Did he hit the line, or is there going to be a foul
I guess
called?
It's a foul.
Yes,
I thought he was pointing down.
That's what I thought. Cooper Bean picks up his second foul of the night.
You know, it's basically with not many fouls tonight, there's no one in foul trouble for the Millers.
No, there isn't. 4 total fouls been called on the Millers. 9 on the Indians, and Preston Roberts makes a nice move to get the deuce. Roberts has 4 points tonight. He's usually right around 10 or 11. Asbury. Preston McCann is on the floor now for the Indians, number 20. Kobe Johnson with it, takes it all the way around the 3-point line. Ulrich, loosely guarded by Cooper Bean. A lot of ball movement once again. McCann to Johnson. Ulrich trying to drive on Bean, but Bean is just staying right with him.
The Millers have tightened up their defense here in this third quarter.
Asbury with a 3 try. He's short. Luke Elmandover went up about 10 feet to grab that one. In the corner, Bean drives. Preston Roberts has got it. And that one's going to go on Ulrich. He just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Ulrich picks up his third team foul of the half. Minute and 51 seconds remaining here in the third. Millers now out to an 11-point lead. Outscored the Indians 14-3 in this half so far. I think we had just a little bit of miscommunication on that one.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank our technical crew tonight. Our good friend Lucas Lacone over there on the center camera. Producer director, the world famous Will Wofford. Thanks to those guys for doing a great job. They certainly make our job a lot easier, don't they, Perry?
Yeah, they certainly do.
Ulrich. Back out to McCann. McCann gets it to Asbury. Ends up back in the hands of Ulrich. McCann. Kobe Johnson back to Ulrich. Ulrich takes the shot.
Nice shot right there
wow.
by Ulrich.
Nice off-balance shot by Ulrich. Wow.
Yeah, he just took his time and shaked and baked and
did a little bit of everything there. Under a minute here remaining in the third quarter. Millers are up by 9 at 40-31. Cooper Bean will be content to keep that ball out by the timeline. 25 seconds. Asbury finally gives him a little bit of a challenge, but then backs right off.
Probably start moving between 8 and 10 seconds.
At 10 now. There he goes. Oh, that one's taken by Ulrich. He just stepped right in front of that pass, and you just can't let that man have that ball because he's got 15 points right now. Long shot by the Millers does not make it. So at the end of 3, Noblesville Millers 40, Mississinewa Indians 33. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street Signs and Banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
Being part of a community is more than just living in the same place. It's sharing the same values, like honesty and compassion. For the caregivers of Community Health Network, that means always being open and upfront about how much treatment will cost, and working hard to find ways to help you cover those costs. Because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Welcome back to the Mill. Perry, we'd be remiss if we didn't thank the athletic staff here at Noblesville High School for all their hospitality here during the regular season games. Leo Waldrich, Rich Champion, Andrew Trissler, and the rest of the crew who, once again, they always make us feel very welcome and provide us with a lot of great information, and we appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
Millers with the ball to open up quarter number 4. Luke Elmondover sends it into Preston Roberts. Roberts thought about taking the shot, does not. Walston brings it around from under the net, and he's going to go to the line for 2.
You know, Brad, the one thing about it is it's who's going to want it here in this fourth quarter, because the Millers have allowed the Indians to stick around here in this fourth quarter, only up 7 points. So it'll be interesting. They're going to have to play. Here comes a couple of seniors back in, Evan Wright and Luke Wilson coming back in. Preston Roberts and Cooper Bean going out.
Walston gets the front end, misses the second. Walston with 3 points on the evening. We're going to have a foul down at the other end. That one looks like it's going to go on Walston. Walston's going to pick up his third, second team foul of the half. Going to put Hayden Ulrich at the line. Ulrich, a 72% free throw shooter. As a team, the Indians only shoot 58%. That's a rather low free throw percentage.
Absolutely. And the one thing about it, the guy that just missed a free throw is one of their better free throw shooters.
Yes, he is.
He got the second one, and he's got 16, which is a little over his average here, but there's still 7 minutes left to go here.
Those are the first free throws for the Indians all night.
Really?
I mean, usually you end up with an and one or something like that, or a two-shot foul, but they haven't shot at all.
Good
nice
shot by Luke Wilson.
From the wing there for Luke Wilson, and he's on the board with 3.
It's good to see the senior scoring.
Yes, it is. 7 minutes remaining in this one. Miller's out to a 10-point lead. Jump shot by
nice shot
Ulrich once again. He's got 18.
That kid's good.
Miller's with the ball. Walston sends it over to Wilson. Wilson backs it out. Not a lot of pressure being put on by the Indians, but just enough. In the corner, Almodovar for 3. He misses. That one's going to be Newsom. End to end, puts the jump shot up and he's got it. So Ty Newsom gets his first points of the quarter.
Wilson again for
Wilson.
3.
Wow. Luke
Wilson.
Yeah, 2 3-pointers in a row. That gives him 6 points.
That was a badly needed basket by the Millers. That'll
Yes,
put them
it
up
was.
9 now.
Cooper Bean getting ready to come back in for the Millers. Long 3 once again.
Oh, man.
Ulrich. He's got 21, Perry. 21 points in the night, averages 15.6. 6-point game. Just a moment ago, it was a 10-point game. The Indians just do not want to go away. Here's Wilson again, and Ulrich is
with
there.
The rebound.
Yep. Ulrich trying to push Wilson out of the way. Can feel a little bit of a shift of the momentum here.
Absolutely here.
Johnson. Smith. Into the corner, tipped out of bounds by Evan Wright. Millers are going to have a couple subs coming in. Preston Roberts and Cooper Bean are coming in.
Of course, the way Luke Wilson's playing, he's leaving Luke Wilson in this ball game.
Yes. Wise move.
Of course, with Aaron Fine out tonight,
yeah,
they're kind of short on that guard position there.
Well, then with E.J. Smith
and E.J.
nursing that ankle, that's the Millers have essentially been 2 people down almost like this whole game. Ulrich once again, he's got it.
He is hot.
Makes it a 3-point game. Ulrich with 24 points, 14 of those coming in this quarter alone, Perry. Wilson. Walston in the corner. Almodovar. They're calling the block on Ulrich.
One thing about it, there's no one-on-one on anything yet because it's 5 and 2, really.
Yep.
On the fouls here.
Millers will inbound the ball. And we're going to have a timeout called. That's going to be a 30-second timeout for the Millers. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online at www.noblesvilletrophies.com.
4 minutes, 23 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Miller's hanging on to a 3-point lead here. Basically 2 starters on the bench right now, Perry, with E.J. Smith out with an injured ankle and Aaron Fine recovering from the shoulder, and it's really hurt them this evening.
Absolutely.
Lost a little bit of their depth.
Well, you got 2 guys that are averaging in double figures. It makes a lot of difference.
Smith averages 14.8.
But the one thing about it, Noblesville's let them hang around, too.
Yes, they have. Walston gets the ball in. Luke Elmondover sends it back to Walston. Bean, Walston, Elmondover. That one's blocked, and it comes into the hands of the Millers. Commit a foul. Luke Wilson picks up the foul. Kind of looked a little bit more like incidental contact there, but they call it. It's still only 3 on the Millers, 5 on the Indians. So as we get further into this game and you get to a point where one of the teams needs to foul to get the clock stopped. Oh boy.
Wow.
Thought the Millers were going to get a turnover. 3 on the way there from Johnson. He misses. Ulrich puts the ball up. He's fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
Ulrich's is basically taken over this fourth quarter.
He certainly has with 14 points. Preston Roberts picks up that one. That's 4 on the team. Hayden Ulrich goes to the line. He's going to go for his 3rd and 4th shots. Gets the first one. He's got 25 now.
Like we were saying, Brad, this score is playing right in the hands of,
yes, it
of
certainly
the Indians,
is.
You know.
Ulrich is 3 for 4 from the line. He is the only Indian to go to the free throw line so far in this game.
He's the only Indian in double figures, too.
Roberts puts the ball up, gets the bounce. Preston Roberts picks up his 6th point of the game. Miller's back to a 3-point lead with coming up 3 minutes, 20 seconds.
They're going to have to somehow figure out how to stop Ulrich.
Yeah, he's got 26 already. That one's right under the net. Johnson grabs it, puts it up. The tip.
You can't let a team get 4 shots, Brad.
Nope. Ty Newsom gets that, and he's in double figures with 10. And that one's going to go against the Millers. Luke Elmondover picks up the foul. Things are kind of coming
unglued right here.
Yes, they are for the Millers right now.
Getting Carnes back in the ball game here to get some rebounds.
I'm a little surprised that Scott McClellan hasn't called a timeout just to try to calm things down here.
Yeah, because he's got 3 full timeouts left.
Yes. Indians with a chance to take the lead for the first time in this game, Perry. Ulrich back around to Smith. That's Johnson. Gets it tipped away. Finally,
nice job by Walston there.
Gets it over to Bean. Back to Walston. 2:25 remaining here in the fourth. Bean shouting out orders to his players. Carnes and Ulrich mixing it up a little bit.
It's kind of a mismatch there.
Yes, it is. In the corner, Elmondover thought about a 3, but I think he thought maybe we better take a little more time off the clock here. Bean, back to Walston. Walston, Bean puts a jump shot up. He misses. That one's, whoa. They're saying that was last touch by the Millers. I thought that was last touch by the Indians myself, but once again, the officials are right there. Mississinewa takes a full timeout. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Jamie Carmesino is a full-service hometown realtor who is committed to helping you navigate this real estate market. Have questions about buying or selling your home? Call Carmo for help today at 317-490-3735. That's Jamie Carmesino of Carpenter Realtors.
Welcome back to the Mill. Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. And Perry, what most people thought would probably be a fairly easy game for the Millers tonight has turned out to be quite a challenge here.
Absolutely, because you know what we talked about, this game's playing, usually Mississinewa only averages about 50 points a game, and it's 49-48, where the Millers usually average about 70. So they've kind of slowed this game down and got back in the game, and Ulrich's just played fantastic. He's got 26 points, and the Millers have, in this fourth quarter, have had a difficult time stopping him.
Well, the other factor in this is we knew coming into the game that Aaron Fine would not play, period, with his shoulder injury, and then E.J. Smith twisted his ankle early in the game, and so the Millers have basically been playing two down. Indians with a chance to take the lead here. Smith brings it inside over to Ulrich. Right along the baseline. He's trying to get free. He does finally get free. Back to Johnson. Preston Roberts has got the assignment on Ulrich. Getting a little rough out there,
yeah,
Perry.
It certainly is.
Yes, it is. Kind of trying to watch the action here and watch that matchup between Preston Roberts and
1
Caden
minute,
Ulrich.
under a minute left here, Brad.
Ulrich drives, loses the ball, but the Indians get it back. It's loose once again. Ulrich with the shot. He misses, but the tip in off the hands of Newsom, I believe, who got that.
That's second effort right there
Yep,
by the Indians,
is.
man. That's all it is. Millers aren't blocking out underneath the basket.
We've got another timeout called here. Perry, this has been a wild game.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let's
keep in mind now, Brad, 38.6 seconds. Mississinewa has the arrow possession. They have one. Mississinewa has one full timeout. The Millers two. This could all play in this less than 40 seconds. 38.6.
Well, the Millers had a 1-point lead after one quarter, a 1-point lead at the half, a 7-point lead at the end of the third quarter, and early in the fourth quarter they had a 10-point lead at one point.
Absolutely.
But the Indians have just kept digging and digging and digging, and they just have not given up. And obviously Hayden Ulrich,
he's taken over the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's probably had, if not the best, one of the best games of his career with 26 points. 16 of those have come in this quarter. That's just an amazing statistic.
Well, the Millers have the basketball with 38.6 seconds. This will be interesting to see what happens. But keep in mind now, the Millers got 2 timeouts. Mississinewa's got 1.
Preston Roberts over to Luke Elmandovar. Bean with it. Bean. Scott McClellan calls a timeout.
23 seconds left here.
And that will have to be a full timeout. Remind you, you're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
As a leader in Central Indiana sports medicine, Community Health Network has a deep line of orthopedic and sports medicine specialists to keep you playing at the top of your game. Whether it's an injury to an extremity or an ACL procedure, community physicians are helping area athletes remain active and competitive. Visit ecommunity.com/sports.
Well, Perry, here at the Mill, the Indians looking right now at pulling an upset. Probably if they can continue and they can win this game, probably the biggest win of their season.
The one thing about it here, Brad, is that there's two times it's always really, really tough to possibly lose a game. One is senior night, and the other is a homecoming. So,
yes,
these seniors have worked very, very hard, and hopefully the team can get them a victory here in this final game of the season.
Well, the Millers are down 2 of their key players for this game, and that I think that's been the whole difference in the game, Perry. Luke Almondover with the ball in the corner.
That's not a good place to be.
No, finally get it out of there. Roberts is triple teamed. He loses the ball, and it'll be the Indians' ball with 9.7 on the clock.
Who do you think it might go to, Brad?
Well, you know exactly where it's going to go. There's this
timeout, last timeout here.
Young blonde man with a big number 10 on his back, and I would assume it's probably going to go there. But a couple reminders for you here on Hamilton County Television Sports. If you are looking to go Saturday night to see the IHSAA Class 4A State Championship between the Millers and the Franklin Grizzly Cubs, the only way you can get tickets is online, and there is a limited number of tickets still available. Check with the Noblesville Athletic Office or go on Twitter, and there'll be information on there. And also coming up for you and I a week from tonight, another sectional begins.
That's right,
the boys sectional, and boy, have we
we hit the jackpot.
I keep telling people how lucky I am.
Yeah,
and,
me too.
You and I are, just to be able to be part of these games. When you look at these 6 teams that are going to be meeting in Sectional A, it's just like we were talking about a few weeks ago when we started off the sectional with the girls. First game right out of the right out of the gate is going to be Zionsville and Noblesville on Tuesday night, a week from tonight, and then Westfield and Fishers, Carmel and Hamilton Southeastern, both got the bye. So it's going to be an exciting tournament. Perry, what do you do now if you're Coach McClellan here? Do you,
well, you got to go for the steal.
A foul
first of all, he's
going to
try. First of all, he's going to try to keep it from getting the ball in. No, it doesn't look like it. They fouled quickly.
Yeah, they've got to foul quickly because they had 1 to give. That'll be the 6th team foul. Bean picks up the foul. Whoever picked it up is really irrelevant. But
yes.
The fact of the matter is now if they can foul quickly, they can force the Indians to the line for a 1-and-1, and that's going to put Ajan Johnson at the line. And he'll have a 1-and-1.
What's Johnson's free throw?
That's what I'm looking for right now. It says 100%, but he doesn't play much.
So this is a big basket here.
This is big.
That's why he put
huge.
Carnes in here to rebound. He
Gets
made
the
it.
Front. He's 7 for 7 from the free throw line on the season.
Oh, okay.
Millers will call a timeout. And that will be a full timeout.
And that's the Millers' last timeout.
That's everybody's last timeout, I
believe.
No
timeouts. Possession arrow still to the Indians here.
But the Millers will have to go
the length of the floor. Or did they have the ball inbounds when they called the timeout there? Or?
I don't know. I've got to be honest. I was looking down at my score sheet, And I don't know if I don't believe they did inbound the ball. We will find out here momentarily, but bottom line comes down to it's a 3-point lead for the Mississinewa Indians, trying to pull the upset over the Noblesville Millers at 52-49. And we'll find out momentarily where that ball is going to be put in bounds from.
You know, one of the big things in this ball game is no Noblesville player who has 4 players that score in double figures. Now, I realize that EJ and Aaron's not playing tonight. But,
right.
You know, there's no one in double figures, right, for the Millers?
That's correct.
So it's played right in the hands of Mississinewa this entire game.
Hunter Walston will put the ball into play from the baseline. He gets it to Luke Elmendovar. Elmendovar loses it, and he has to foul Hayden Ulrich. So Luke Elmendovar picks up the foul. That's going to be the 8th on the team. That's going to put Ulrich at the line for a 1-and-1.
Which is probably not a good person to put at the line.
No, not if you're the Millers.
He's Mr. Clutch. He is the clutch, right?
Stranger things have happened, Perry.
That one didn't happen.
Nope, that's 27 points for Hayden Ulrich.
How many here the second half, Brian?
17. No, excuse me, 18. Millers put the last second shot up. It is no good, and this game is over. Perry, your thoughts on the game?
Well, like I said from the get-go when we were at halftime and saying, you know, this game, this tempo is going along with the Mississinewa Indians, and that's exactly what happened.
We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight for IHSAA basketball. On behalf of Perry Williams, I'm Brad Silbert. Good night from the Mill.